Let's go back on how it all started for me becoming like the hip hop collector. The early beginnings. The early beginnings. And I know I did an episode 1 actually, of my YouTube channel, talking about the beginnings, but I felt like revisiting it because it's important. Let's do this. Hi, I'm the hip hop collector. hiphopcollector.com. So the very early days for me, 1987, almost 40 years ago, I bought my first hip hop rap cassette. I didn't buy it. I got it from my mother because she paid for it, of course, because I was 12 years old. I had no salary. As you know, if you watched all my episodes, you know my first cassette was the Beastie Boys, the License to Ill, the one that I'm holding in my hands here. Super dope. Beastie Boys, License to Ill. I remember walking in the shop, and what I normally did was always go to the alternative section. But then I passed by a section called hip hop rap. I was intrigued. And for sure I was intrigued by the album cover of The License to Ill. This plane that hit like a wall, like a mountain. That was super dope. I'm like, what is that? I need to check it out. So I took it. My mother paid for it, for which I'm still very grateful. Took it home, put it in the boombox that I received because I was 12 years old. I received one. I was blown away. Rhyming and Stealing, the first track of the album. I put it on. I was like, whoa! That Led Zeppelin sample. I was, what the hell? I didn't even listen to the full song. I directly rewinded it so I could hear the beginning again. That was dope. That was so cool. And then, of course, playing the whole album, Rhyming and Stealing, the new style, She's Crafty, Pussy in Effect, Slow Ride, Girls, Fight for Your Right, No Sleep Till Brooklyn, Paul Revere, Hold It Now, Hit It, Brass Monkey, Slow and Low, Time to Get Ill. Nothing but awesome tracks, great memories. I will never forget that. I also have an episode, I will put it up here, because I lost this tape. The first item I ever had, I lost it. But luckily enough, I found it. Check the other episode that I've put above. That was crazy. So lucky to found it again. These were the early days, of course. I was not a collector, for sure not. I didn't even know I would become like this lover of the rap and the hip hop game. No, that became a bit later. And that happened with this tape. A normal tape, nothing special. It's even broken as you see. But this was a tape on which, when I was like a bit older, maybe 14, 15 years old, I don't know more. I don't know exactly anymore. I was in school and a guy came to me and you have to listen to something, and he gave me a cassette and I was like, whoa, this is awesome. So I copied it like we did in the past. We had a double deck. I copied it, and on one side was Public Enemy, on the other side was NWA. And again, I was blown away. This was crazy good. I started listening more to it, and besides finding it very great, the music, the beats, everything, the lyrics. Besides that, I started to listen more to the to the lyrics, and then I felt something like was wrong, you know? They were talking about stuff that I did not experience over here in Antwerp, Belgium at all. A lot of the lyrics in the beginning, I admit, I did not understand because of the slang. Later on, I got more into that. But I understood that something was wrong. And for sure, like people in America being pushed in a certain corner and trying to get out using their voice. And that was very important for me. So that was really a turning point for me to start listening more. I bought more and more rap albums. For sure, when I got the CD player, I bought all the back then available Public Enemy albums, because for me that was crazy. Chuck D and his rhyming, his flow, his lyrics, that was crazy. And that, like I said, was a turning point for me. I started to listen more, bought more albums, which exploded in the 90s. And then actually the whole collecting started. I thought I had everything back then. I was wrong. Nowadays, I still find stuff from the 90s that I did not have a clue it existed. Even still now today. And I can tell you, I listened to a lot of rap albums, 12 inches, whatever. Still to this day, I found new stuff. And that is really cool. And that's also why I'm sometimes a bit disappointed in people constantly complaining on how bad rap has become. I don't care. I don't like the new way of rapping, blah blah, but other people do. And I don't mind people listening to those new style, how to call rappers. They can do that. I don't like it that much, but I don't listen to it either. I just push it away from me. I don't listen to that. If something is really good, it will come to me. I'm sure of that. But I don't put my time in listening to stuff I do not like. So I try to find still stuff that I do like. And that is digging in real stores, online, trying to find new stuff that I did not listen to before. Can be 90s, can be nowadays also, because nowadays there's very cool, in my opinion, well created rap albums. For me, it's back underground, because the mainstream, I'm not the biggest fan of it, but the underground, there's still the underground. And for me, hip hop and rap went a big back underground, because the top layer, I really don't care. It's not my stuff. I don't listen to it. Mumble rap, other genre. It's sometimes it sounds more like singing or just slowly talking. But I'm going off topic here. It's everybody's choice to listen to whatever they want to. I'm not going to interfere with that. And I appreciate everybody's choices of music. So no problem there for me. Back to the topic. Beastie Boys, Public Enemy, NWA. Wow, that's how it all started for me. It's nice that I could tell this story again, a bit more deeper than the first time. Because the first episode was like my introduction into YouTube. I wasn't used to it. Nowadays I'm much more used to it, so I'm very happy to share this with you on how it all started for me. The Beastie Boys, Mike D, Ed Rock, rest in peace MCA. Thank you for inviting me into the world of hip hop. I'm a guest, I know that. I'm a guest in this world, but thank you for inviting me. That was crazy dope. And also, Chuck D, Public Enemy, Thank You, and the whole NWA crew. That was also crazy. The first time I listened to the Straight Outta Compton album. Insane. Great memories. I will put these 3 albums now on my ghetto blaster here next to me. Just out of respect on how it all started. Let me know in the comments how you started out. What was your first album or your first albums? How were you invited into the world of rap and hip hop? I'm really curious. Let me know in the comments. I appreciate you all. Don't forget to subscribe and see you all in the next episode. Peace.